If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Yost Ice Arena. My name is Joshua Tenzer. I am joined here by Kendall Spencer as the University of Michigan Wolverines look to complete their season sweep of the Penn State Nittany Lions. Kendall, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you? Hopefully, we'll be calling a Wolverines victory, completing that sweep. Had a pretty good game yesterday. Started out really strong, 3 goals in the first, 2 on a 5-minute major by the Nittany Lions. Looks like they were going to score like 3 more, but then there was intermission in the middle of it. Had a bit of a shaky second, shaky third as well, but they were able to hold it together long enough and get that win.
Nittany Lions did score 2 goals in the third period, but Eric Portillo held strong where he needed to. Wolverines secured the victory. Also, for those of you who may not be up to date on Michigan Wolverines news, President Schlissel has been fired by the board. This is breaking as of 25 minutes ago for breaching the conduct between a supervisor and subordinate. The ex-president from 2014 will be taking over in his place until the end of his term in 2023. It brings me no joy to say that, but also no disappointment. So, the Wolverines are going to lose quite a few players to the Olympics. 4 current Wolverines players are going, 2 on Team USA, Brisson and Beniers, that's 2 of the top line, and the other player on the top line, Kent Johnson, will be joining Owen Power representing Team Canada. What are the Wolverines going to do with that big hole in the lineup? The entire top line and one of the top pair defensemen.
So, barring no unfortunate events, the Wolverines players got to miss about 4 games. So the Wolverines just need to stay afloat. If they can do that, they should make it to the playoffs pretty easily. They might not win the Big Ten, but I don't think that's exactly what they're aiming for.
Wolverines also number 4 in the nation. Penn State just on the border. They received 13 votes to make the top 25. And after an icing from Penn State, the Wolverines will be taking a face-off in the offensive zone to the right of starting goaltender Oscar Audio from Espoo, Finland. He played on Chicago Steel along with several Wolverines such as Mackenzie Semeskovich.
Yeah, he had a bit of a shaky first period yesterday, but after that he really settled in, didn't let in any goals after that. He made some really good saves. There was one glove save that was just an absolute beauty in the second.
Battle for the puck along the far boards. Wolverines going left to right. Their left wing is the far side. Their right wing is the near side. Obviously, Penn State is going the other way. We thank you for joining us tonight with WCBN. And another face-off will be going for the Wolverines in the offensive zone as Audio throws the puck.
Another thing the Wolverines might want to be working on in this game is those face-offs were not their strength yesterday, and especially in some key moments when they came back to that power play. It looked a little rough. We're going to look to win a couple more of those today.
Van Wy loses the draw to Naples for the Penn State Nittany Lions, sends things up the near side, taken away by Hughes. Hughes able to use his body, keep control of the puck, and keep defenders at bay.
He
Hughes
is
skates
so
through the neutral
fast.
zone, very quick on his feet, absolutely. Tries to get cross-crease pass, no one was there. The tip-in wasn't ready either. Nittany Lions cleared the zone. Van Wy not able to get to it first. Wall, pinned to the boards by Van Wy in the far corner. Moved along by Moyle. Moyle, bounce pass off the near boards. Nittany Lions send it back into the offensive zone, but go for a full sail change. Truscott for the Wolverines skates it through the block M, puts something on net from the center of the ice. They also go for a full change. Nittany Lions move along the near side boards.
Moyle in that, kind of tough line had a really big impact in the UMass game, but unfortunately Moyle took a game misconduct in the first period of last night, so hopefully he'll clean that up a little bit today, though some fans may think it was a questionable call.
Beniers moves to the left side, tries to get it around, bounces off the pads of Audio. That top line for the Wolverines, very dangerous. Brisson was able to intercept the pass and move it along. Laparca dumps it in for the Nittany Lions, gloved up by Portillo. Portillo won the starting job last year from Strauss-Mann, who is currently playing in the SHL and will be on the U.S. Olympics team as the starting goalie.
No, he's been really impressive to watch this whole season. Always doing what the team needs him to do. There's been some games where he's made a couple crucial mistakes. One of the big things with him is that he just likes to leave the crease, especially when he does not need to.
There was the Notre Dame game where that happened.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
He was caught in the corner, and the puck was in the net. Semeskevich wide shot as he moves into the offensive zone, collected by Power. Power loses the puck. Nittany Lions try to clear the zone, kept in by Bordelot, but he gives it up. Nittany Lions moving down the near side. Carson Dick, long shot, grabbed by Portillo, knocked to the right side for Semeskevich. Semeskevich gets around a defender, passes to Bordelot. Bordelot skates into the offensive zone down the right side, moves around the end boards, loses the puck. Nittany Lions going back on this near side. Paquette kicks the puck to himself, gets past Blankenberg, runs around the net, maintains control, sends it back behind the end boards. Out to Phillips. Phillips, long shot, blocked by Semeskevich, puck behind the net. There's a battle for it. Wolverines have it. Blankenberg, the captain for the Wolverines, undrafted.
Tried to get a wrap around there, but he couldn't finish.
Semeskevich dumps it in. Out to Audio. Audio goes behind his net to play it. Moves forward. Wolverines almost keep it in. Lapointe had a good play with his stick, but knocked away anyways. Portillo behind his net. Attackers coming from Penn State, so he passes away into Penn State's waiting sticks. A deflected shot goes up into the netting, and out of play will be a face-off.
Penn State looking a lot cleaner today than they did yesterday. It felt like they started the game last night trying to play keep up, but so far they've done a pretty good job of minimizing the Wolverines' control, making them do a lot of dump and chase so far early on, and getting some sustained offensive zone pressure, which is something that they definitely would have liked more of in the first period of last night's game. Having a 5-minute penalty of their own and being unable to really even get like more than one good offensive chance on it.
Wall wins the draw on the tie for Penn State. Nittany Lions have it behind Eric Portillo. Hughes takes it away, sends around the end boards up the near side. Nolan Moyle plays the body instead of the puck. Puck is loose for Nittany Lions. Wall knocked into the boards by Van Wy. Van Wy gets it to Moyle at the face-off circle. Moyle pinned to the boards, 2-on-1, Copeland and Wall. Wolverines get second and third man in. Moyle pushes it down out of the zone. Wolverines able to breathe as the Nittany Lions have to reset. Dump and chase action from the Nittany Lions. They'll go for a full sail change. Wolverines collect in the near corner. Hughes couldn't get past Sarlo. Passes forward to Moyle at the blue line. Moyle gets into the offensive zone, and it appears to have been a whistle. That'll be offsides on the Wolverines.
Something the Wolverines struggled with in the back half of yesterday's game was maintaining offensive zone pressure and setting up. Felt like for basically the entire second half of the second and entirety of the third, they were just trying to play, like just doing dump and chase, just trying to keep the puck out of their own zone instead of setting anything up offensively, especially when they had a 5-on-3 and weren't able to convert.
Nittany Lions win the draw, push forward. Edwards takes the puck away in the right face-off circle. Portillo clipped. He's able to stay up. Sarlo went in a little too close to the crease. Summers has the puck for the Wolverines, passes up to Brisson on the near side, goes around the near corner. Beniers keeps it moving. Out to the point. Johnson takes a shot. Off the side of the net. Brisson tries to get it across to Summers, intercepted. 2-on-2. Mack with a shot. Stick save by Portillo. Wolverines get out of the zone. They lose control of the puck, though. Dumped back in by Penn State. Portillo has the puck behind his net. He leaves it. A little bit of a miscommunication. So Edwards is able to rush to it before a Penn State player could. Two players for the Wolverines looking at the puck like, it's yours. No, it's yours.
Edwards has really good defensive zone just knowledge and I guess awareness. There was this one game, I'm not exactly sure who was against. He made an incredible, he lied out. There was a 2-on-1
long
and
shot
stopped the
Portillo,
shot.
sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Phillips has the puck for the Nittany Lions in the near corner. Comes out and around. Dick puts a pick. Out to Lampa. Deflection attempt by Schoen. Dick has a chance in the middle. Knocked away by Beniers. Out to Johnson on the right side. Past the blue line. Survives a little body check. Keeps the puck. There's a scrum for it in the near corner. Penn State comes out with the puck. Semeskevich playing tight to the body on Schoen. Penn State sends it behind their own net. Bordelot gives chase. Nittany Lions come out with it. Bouncing off the boards. Blankenberg bounced off his skates into Grattan for the Nittany Lions. Grattan sends it around the boards. No one's there for them. Portillo will get to it in time. Out to Owen Power on the right side. Owen Power goes behind his own net. Duke calling for the pass. Powers offers it to Semeskevich. Semeskevich over to Duke, crossing the blue line. Power has a tip-in attempt. Didn't get there in time. Nittany Lions cleared the zone. McLean with a shot. That goes off the blocker. Shot from the left side. In the face-off circle. Bordelot collects the rebound. Bordelot through the neutral zone at the face-off circle. Goes around the net. Bordelot passes the ref. One of the Wolverines, number 12, fell down there. Not the way you want to receive a pass is on your butt. McLean on the left side, all alone for the Nittany Lions. Body checked by Duke. Wolverines able to clear.
Once again, the Wolverines struggling to get anything set up, but that time I think Owen Power got his stick caught in between, his skate caught in between the ice and the boards and took a tumble.
Nittany Lions have the puck behind Eric Portillo. Luke Hughes gives battle. Out to the point for the Nittany Lions on the right side. Shot blocked. Rebound collected by the Nittany Lions, and another shot blocked again, this time by Beecher. Hughes with the puck. Tries to clear it out. Intercepted by the Nittany Lions. Out to the right point. Long shot. Deflection attempt taken away. Portillo's out of his net. Almost a open wraparound for number 14 in blue, Ben Copeland.
Almost looked like he was stuck. See, very little hesitancy there from him.
Audio clears the puck, gets out of the offensive zone. Sent right back in by the Wolverines. Battle for it in the near corner. Postashov comes out with it. Beecher sends it cross ice. Right to left, long shot. That misses high and wide. Wolverines recollect the puck at the faceoff circle. All alone in the slot was Postashov. Misplays the puck. Penn State defenders able to converge on him. Jack Summers has the puck in the defensive zone for the Wolverines. Gives it to Edwards. Edwards goes behind his own net from right to left. Summers out to Van Wy. Van Wy sends around the end board. Summers behind Oscar Audio. Bouncing puck collected by Penn State. Penn State glides down the center of the ice, across the block M, out to McNeeman. Long shot, that goes wide from the left side. Edwards tries to get the puck out, kept in by Penn State. Penn State in the near far corner, rather. Shot, blocked away by Portillo, puck still loose. Portillo wasn't able to control the rebound with his glove. Moyle battling Phillips on the near side. Phillips gets the puck behind the goal line. Moves it back forward. You can hear the children from Yost in their cowbell. Cross ice pass looking for number 9. Unsuccessful. Edwards moves in past the blue line for the Wolverines. He'll cough the puck up and skate back to the bench. Lampa, number 9 in blue. That shot hit the side of the net. The shot came from behind the goal line.
Shot 7-3 right now in favor of Penn State. They're definitely dominating so far in this first period.
Wolverines try to clear the puck. It bounces off the boards and into the Wolverines bench. Penn State has 3 players who are drafted by the NHL teams. Clayton Phillips wears the A for Penn State. He is going to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Chase McLean, first-line center. He used to be on the Tri-City Storm. He's a Michigan boy from Trenton, Michigan. He is drafted by the National Predators. And Kevin Wall from Penfield, New York, drafted to the Carolina Hurricanes. Nittany Lions win the draw. Paquette has a shot from the right face-off circle. Goes wide. Long shot from the point for number 6, Jimmy Dowd Jr. That goes left of the net. Nittany Lions have put on a lot of offensive pressure. Not all of their shots have hit the net, but still 8 shots have in these first 9 minutes. The score is 0-0. Thank you for joining us here as the Wolverines take on Penn State in the Yost Ice Arena.
Penn State definitely learned from last night's game. You can see a lot of the problems that were plaguing them have may not been fixed, but definitely cleaned up. They're not letting the Wolverines maintain any offensive zone pressure, which is something they had fixed pretty much after the first period last night. The Wolverines couldn't get anything set up unless it was basically a 1-on-1 or 2-on-1 scenario. And they're also dominating a lot in their own offensive zone, getting a lot of shots on. I mean, I think they had 5 in the first period yesterday, and they already have 8 with halfway to go.
Hughes with a shot. That bounces off the post. Puck was sitting there inside the crease, knocked away by Audio. Wolverines won the draw, just their second face-off win out of 8 on the night so far. You mentioned face-offs earlier, Kendall.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see the Wolverines do a little better in that aspect of their game today.
Kostyov almost had a chance, knocked away by the outstretched stick of number 11 in blue. That was Ryan Kerwin. Truscott has the puck for the Wolverines through the neutral zone, passes the red line. Lambert to the left side, shot, that goes high and wide. Johnny Beecher has not been able to capitalize on his chances so far. He's been a very underwhelming player for the Wolverines. He's missed 5 breakaways this year so far. McKernan takes the puck away from Duke. Couldn't get a shot off.
I feel like also, though, the Wolverines have just been really unlucky on breakaways so far. Unlucky, maybe also they tend to shoot it directly at the goalie center of mass.
I was going to say, there is an old hockey saying, you make your own luck. Duke has the puck behind the net for the Wolverines, behind the opposing net, rather. Blankenberg at the right point moves it forward for Bordelot in the near corner. Out to Power on the left point. Power skates forward through the face-off circle. Back to Bordelot in this high slot, knocked away by Penn State. Portillo comes far out of his crease into the near corner to play the puck, settles it for Blankenberg. You never like when your goalie leaves the crease, but when he settles the puck for you as a defenseman, it makes your job so much easier. Semeskovich moves on the left side, back skates, loses the puck, tied up behind the net. 2 players for Penn State, 2 in Mays. Penn State comes out with it. A lot of these 50-50 battles have been being won by the Nittany Lions. Number 12 for the Nittany Lions, Shen moves in off the shoulder of Portillo. Another shot, this one deflected by Dick. Portillo makes the save.
The Nittany Lions are playing with a cohesiveness that the Wolverines haven't been able to find. Just having trouble with those passes connecting or someone falling as they're supposed to receive a pass and then just only getting chances when they have little breakaway moments or when they're breaking in and entering the zone the first time.
The Red Berenson rink has been known to be quite a difficult surface of ice to play on. Estapa has the puck behind the audio for the Wolverines. He'll try to send a pass and they'll go up and out of play into the netting. Wolverines will have a stoppage as they come to shovel the ice. What have you noticed for the first 12 minutes? It's 0-0. Obviously, the shots are very outnumbering for the Penn State Nittany Lions by a score of 10-3. Face-offs 6-2 in favor of the Nittany Lions. However, the one statistical category that the Wolverines are ahead in is blocks, 6-2. What have you been noticing?
It's almost a polar opposite of last night's first period. The Wolverines came out hot. They had extensive pressure. They killed a really impressive 5-minute major. And they just looked like a cohesive, dominant team, whereas tonight it's been completely different. The Wolverines can't get anything set up. They've been dumping and chasing pretty much for this entire first period, whereas the Nittany Lions look confident, much more confident than they did last night, and I think that probably comes from 2 really impressive periods of play. The second and third, they looked really good. They were the better team by far, and it definitely shows that they're taking that team into this game compared to the team from the first period of last night.
That's true. We're going to take a quick hop, skip, and a jump around the NHL. Take a look at the scoreboards. The Blue Jackets are in the middle of the second period against the Panthers, and they are losing 5-0. Sabres and Red Wings are tied at 0s. Stars and Lightning tied at 0s. Rangers, within the first 10 minutes of their game, have a goal against the Flyers, and the Maple Leafs are losing to the Blues 5 minutes in by a score of 1-0.
Well, look at us.
Canucks lost to the Hurricanes earlier today, and the Capitals shut out the Islanders 2-0.
Everyone listening, please root for the Ottawa Senators tonight.
Well,
I definitely don't have, anything on it.
Well, you kind of do.
I don't, just my dignity, really.
Well, in WCBN's hockey podcast, In the Slot, now on SoundCloud, you did predict that the Senators were going to beat the Oilers. A point is on the line.
And I'm already doing better than Connor's pick, so.
That's true. Connor did take the Panthers.
Did the Bruins win?
I don't know.
If they did, then it's good for David.
If you like hockey coverage from WCBN, go to SoundCloud.com and find WCBN Sports and listen to In the Slots, your weekly hockey podcast and one-stop shop for all things hockey. Back to in-game action. Penn State sends the puck behind Portillo. Portillo passes it to Blankenberg on the right side, pins to the near corner. Gets it out to Brisson. Over on the right side. Brisson past the red line, now into the offensive zone on the right side. Skates to the slot, tries to get a shot off. 4 sticks of the Nittany Lions were in the way, deflected out. Beniers at the red line from the right side, sends over to the left side to Blankenberg. Blankenberg enters the offensive zone. Gets knocked down pretty hard inside the face-off circle. Is one of those slow but effective checks. And Johnson carries the puck off sides. He was a little eager, had the puck behind him, dragged it in, but his skates crossed the blue line first.
The game yesterday, there definitely felt like there were a billion offsides calls. So that's something that both teams should be looking to be a bit more careful about, because even the slightest one, they're gonna get you for it today.
Face off, won by the Wolverines. Power on the left side behind the red line. Tries to send it in. Blankenberg with a strong check. Make sure Penn State loses the puck. Power recollects the puck. He's been everywhere tonight so far. Bordelot in front of the Big Ten logo in the defensive zone, gets it over to Power. To Blankenberg on the right side. Blankenberg crosses the red line. Long shot. Clears it in. It was really a dump into the corner. Power collects the puck in the neutral zone again. Passed over to the left side with Blankenberg. Blankenberg pinned to the boards, moves it forward. Penn State gets the puck. Number 13, Janiev, rather. He is 5'4" from Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, trying to take that puck from Owen Power. I think he had a
foot disadvantage.
I think he had a little bit of a rough chance on that one.
Yeah. 9 inches separates the, 11. Nope, I still can't do math. 13 inches separate Owen Power and Danny Janiev.
Another offsides call, so they'll take this face-off in the neutral zone.
All 3 have been against the Wolverines. Penn State wins the draw, dumps it in. Portillo behind his net, settles the puck. Summers collects, moves to the right side, crosses the blue line, loses the puck for Berger. Berger passes to Lampa, number 9, out to Schoen. Schoen in the left face-off circle, moves in towards the goal. Forehand, backhand, puts it wide of the net. Shot by the Penn State Nittany Lions from the right point, blocked by Johnson. Johnson moves it to Brisson on the right. Brisson spin around to Edwards. Edwards whiffs on the shot. He didn't have the puck on his stick. Had a great chance in the high slot. Move forward to the left side with Summers. Summers skates in. Weak shot, deflected up. Puck lands behind the net. Beniers fighting for it. Now Johnson with it. Nittany Lions take the puck away, move towards the right side. Get past Summers. It's a 1-on-4 for the Wolverines as the Nittany Lions move in. Beniers, a long pass, stretch pass, trying to get to Estapa. A little bit of a mishmash of a line going on right now. Kent Johnson out for Estapa in. Mark Estapa moves forward, a freshman surprise coming in earlier this year. Wasn't expected to be as good as he is. He's from St. Clair, Michigan. Tri-City was his most recent team.
The Wolverines just look a little lost.
They look flat.
Right now, they're not connecting on their passes. When in the neutral zone, they almost look like they don't know what to do. And then once they're in their own offensive zone, they're like almost 3 steps behind. So they don't have a chance to get the, good breakaway opportunity. But then they don't have a chance to set anything up either because they try to get something going, and there's 3 Nittany Lions in their way.
Beniers versus Copeland, face-off to Portillo's left. Beniers wins the draw after a tie-up. Summers clears the zone, kept in, but a strong hit from number 94, Estapa, pushes it forwards out of the zone. Audio tries to clear from behind his net, knocked into the body of Moyle. Hughes keeps the puck in at the blue line, passes forward to Van Wy. Van Wy coughs it up, and then the Nittany Lions are able to get it out of the offensive zone.
I do really like this line of Moyle, Van Wy, and Estapa, though.
It's almost like an identity line. They play with a lot of grit. Moyle with a shot. That's right into the Nittany Lion crest of Audio. And the goalie from Espoo, Finland.
They're not afraid to kind of brute force their way into offensive opportunities. All 3 of them will lay the body on a guy, and they're fun to watch.
Van Wy is sort of a glass cannon. Twice now he's taken very costly 5-minute majors / game misconducts for checks to behind and checks to the head, especially one against Notre Dame, where the Notre Dame Fighting Irish scored the game-winning overtime goal during that power play. He's aggressive, but maybe sees the red mist a little too much.
Same thing could be said about Moyle, though, especially with his misconduct last night to match.
And Estapa had a little bit of a pushing match in front of the Nittany Lions bench just now. And an icing by the Wolverines sends the puck all the way back. Icing by the Nittany Lions sends the puck all the way back to in front of Oscar Audio. Audio has had a very rough season so far, just a .902 save percentage, but that's pretty much on line with his career stats of .901. Bordelot wins the draw, gets it back to the left point for Power. Power passes forward. Blankenberg at the Big Ten sign. Moves in. Bouncing puck. Puck is loose. Spin around by Duke. That goes just wide. Wide open net. Couldn't get the puck in time. Blankenberg out to Smeskevich at the high slot. Smeskevich shot. That goes wide. Blankenberg in the near corner sends it around the boards. Smeskevich with the puck. And he'll lose it. Wolverines had a great chance of offensive pressure, but they couldn't sustain the chance.
I mean, if they just keep up more of that, that's probably their best offensive break-in and zone time that we've seen all game.
Owen Power has the puck in the neutral zone. Moves forward. Bank pass to himself. He's in front of the penalty boxes now, taken away by Dick. Dick skates from the left side. Passed, cleared by Power. Power almost put it on net for the Nittany Lions. Able to be knocked away by Portillo. Power passes behind his own net. Schoen able to get to it first. Schoen holding Hughes back. Hughes still able to outmuscle him. Hughes so strong, so fast, so big. Owen Power behind Portillo, and the Nittany Lions, tired, will go for a full change. Power leaves it for Hughes. Power will get off the ice. Johnny Beecher moves up the right side. He'll make a stretch pass, dump and chase action. Behind the net, pass looking for Pastashov. Knocked into the traffic in front. And a cross-ice pass from left to right goes beyond the blue line. Wolverines will have to get back. Pastashov, he wears the A for the Wolverines, has been a little ineffective so far this season. Paquette for the Nittany Lions moves forward. A diving stop by Beecher, able to get his stick around the Nittany Lion, able to make sure that he plays only the puck, no tripping calls. Wolverines get a line change. Beniers, the top line is on now. Johnson, Beniers, and Brisson. And also the third defensive pairing of Edwards and Summers. Nittany Lions ice the puck.
Michigan had some really good chances there. They were able to actually get a setup with Duke almost having it, the puck just going wide, so wasn't able to put it on the pretty much wide open net. The Wolverines, that's exactly what they want to be doing. They want to get more of those opportunities, and hopefully that was sort of a wake-up call. They remember what they're doing, remember how they play the game, and they're able to figure it out. It's about 2.5 remaining in the first, but especially for the second.
Estapa versus Copeland. Copeland wins the draw. Nittany Lions send it back behind their net, try to move up the near side. They do. Bouncing puck goes past everybody out to Blankenberg. This is a 0-0 game. Shots are 11-5 in favor of the Nittany Lions. Shots have slowed to a crawl since the first 10 minutes have ended. 11 shots in the first 10 minutes compared to the 5 that have happened since the break.
Yeah, the Wolverines have done a much better job of kind of containing the Nittany Lions' shooting opportunities. They're still dominating offensive time and time of possession, but they're not getting as many shots on. The Wolverines have at least gotten that part kind of closed off.
Estapa collects the puck after the tie-up. Moyle tries to send it to the far corner in the offensive zone, collected by the Nittany Lions. Wolverines with strong forechecking, but able to get the puck out to Wall. Puck comes in front of Portillo. He'll reach out to play it with an outstretched stick. Moyle moves up the left side. Pass forward, knocked away by the Nittany Lions and back out of the zone. Nittany Lions have the puck behind Audio. Jimmy Dowd Jr. from Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey, sends it all the way up. It was touched by a Penn State stick in front of the red line, so it's not icing. Wolverines clear the offensive chance. Beniers races down the right side, pulls up, cross-crease pass, looking for Brisson. It just goes in front of Brisson. That pass had a lot of heat on it. It would have been a great offensive opportunity for the Wolverines if those two were able to connect like they so often do. Hughes has the puck at the right point, skates forward. Passes back to Beniers at the high slot. Beniers moves in, shot that hits traffic in front. That was McMahon. Johnson tries to go cross-crease, knocked away by Audio. And there is 1 minute remaining in the period, 0-0, and that's icing on the Penn State Nittany Lions. Wolverines, with their offensive pressure, will move back into the offensive zone for the final minute of this game.
We definitely saw some of that.
Pardon me, period. Sorry, I said game.
We saw some of that last night, too, especially with Beniers and Brisson. Those passes just not connecting. Just barely tip of the stick, that type of close. First one from Beniers that didn't connect, was just a little too much heat on it. Second one, just barely behind Brisson, who was wide open right in front of the net.
The two Olympic teammates better get their chemistry in order when they go represent Team USA. Nittany Lions clear the puck. Owen Power collects in between the face-off circles. Moves it forward to Lambert. Lambert with a shot. That goes off the outstretched leg pad of Oscar Audio. Bordello moves it to Semeskovic at the slot. Out to Blankenberg. Blankenberg moves forward. Puck knocked away. Wolverines still have the pressure and control. Bordelot with the puck in the near corner. Lambert with the long shot. That's deflected off of the stick of number 5. Christian Berger in blue up into the netting behind Oscar Audio. And with 30 seconds left exactly, there'll be another offensive zone faceoff for the Wolverines.
Audio lets up some pretty abysmal rebounds. So if the Wolverines are able to get a man in front of the net, they have a really good chance to capitalize on that. Unfortunately, this kind of goes back to the same problem. They can't set anything up, so when they have the chance for Audio to, when Audio lets a big one go, they can't do anything with it. Also, the Maple Leafs have scored 3 goals. I'm not a fan of that.
The Maple Leafs are tied at 1 with the Blues.
That's not what my NHL app says.
Oh, my. ESPN's outdated then. All right, Luke Hughes with the puck for the Wolverines in the near corner out to Lapointe at the point. Lapointe with a shot. That's gloved in by Oscar Audio. 17.6 seconds remaining in the first period. Wolverines have been spending a lot more time in the offensive zone.
Looks like they're starting to figure things out. I mean, obviously with a team that has as much talent as this Wolverines team does, they weren't going to be playing like that forever. But especially once you're playing against some of the tougher opponents, not give Penn State their fair credit, but you can't be doing that against teams like Notre Dame, who gave the Wolverines quite a challenge.
Penn State is 3-10 against Big Ten opponents. Lapointe and Beecher battling for the puck. And 5 seconds left in the period. That'll be all she writes for the first. And here we are with the buzzer. Scores are 0-0. Shots 11-7 in favor of Penn State. Other stats on the night so far. Face-offs, Nittany Lions have been losing quite a few since we mentioned that they were up 6-1. It is now 11-8 in favor of Penn State, and blocks are 7 apiece. Kendall, what do the Wolverines have to do to transition that successful end of the first period into some actual success on the scoreboard when we go into the beginning of the second?
Time of possession, pretty much. They need to slow things down, not panic the second that there's a Nittany Lion in their face, and actually, set up offensive plays. When they do that, they have really good chances. That try from Duke was a really good one. Beniers just missed Brisson right in front of the net. So they have those opportunities. They just need to capitalize on them and get them more consistently, because the more times you do something, you're more likely to do it right.
And how will the Nittany Lions rebound into the second period if they want to score first and break the tie?
They had honestly really good first period. Just they weren't able to get a puck past Portillo, to use some alliteration there. Maybe just getting some more selective shots, not just launching it as soon as they get in the zone, but really kind of placing those in Portillo's weak spots, or maybe capitalizing on his little adventures outside of the crease.
That's true. All right, we're just going to hop around the NHL one more time before we log off for the period.
Oh, thanks.
Panthers are up 6-0 over the Blue Jackets at the end of the second. Red Wings leading the Sabres 1-0. Stars beating the Lightning 1-0. Rangers and Flyers are tied at 1 at the end of the first, and the Maple Leafs are beating the Blues 3-1. Those Maple Leafs goals were scored by Michael Bunting, Mitch Marner, and John Tavares.
I think it's because I made fun of Mitch Marner before we started this.
You did.
This is my fault.
Mitch Marner's goal was unassisted.
Mitch Marner did that against me personally, because he's listening right now, obviously.
I mean, what's he doing, playing a hockey game?
No.
All right, we will be back in about 9 minutes, so don't change that YouTube channel. Welcome back to the second period between the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Right now the scores are at zeros. My name is Joshua Tenzer. I am joined here by Kendall Spencer as we move in to the beginning of the second period. The shots are 11-7 in favor of the Nittany Lions. And Kendall, I was wondering if you had any players that you wanted to pick out as stars of the first period, someone who caught your eye.
Oh, I don't want to do it because I'm afraid I will jinx him. But besides for like one or two questionable leaving the net, Eric Portillo has done very well. It's basically him keeping his team in this game, especially in those first couple minutes. He was just barraged with shots and just was not getting any help on this side. So he's someone that's been doing really well for the Wolverines. And then in terms of the Nittany Lions, Phillips has had some really good offensive zone entries and opportunities. We'll see if he capitalizes on those today.
Wolverines now going from right to left. Their right wing is the far side, their left wing is the near side. Penn State, obviously the opposite. McLean versus Beecher facing off at the block M. Here we go. Wolverines win the draw. Gets it back to Blankenberg. Blankenberg in the defensive zone, goes up the near boards to the point. Puck knocked away by Penn State defense. Power able to collect on the far side, near side rather. Out to Blankenberg. Blankenberg crosses the offensive blue line. Long shot. Trapped by the glove of Oscar Audio. Face off in the offensive zone for the Wolverines. Wolverines looking to get picked back up right where they left off with the strong offensive pressure of the end of the first period.
They had a great end of the first period. I'm afraid that they're going to do what they did yesterday and then look like a completely different team to start the second.
Beecher lining up against McLean again. McLean, the 6'2 sophomore out of Trenton, Michigan. Nittany Lions win the draw and clear the zone. McMenamin moves up into the right side. Hit hard by number 26 in Mays. Beecher steals the puck away, moves up the near side. Tries to push in towards the goal. Shot, Audio ends up inside of his own net, but he's able to make the save off the pad. Nittany Lions on the counterattack on the left side. Shot, that goes just wide. Wraparound opportunity taken away by the strong defensive Truscott.
My one thing I'm picky with Portillo is he leaves wraparound opportunities wide open. Luckily for him, they just don't take them.
He feels like he's always on the verge of being out of position.
Yeah, he's always so far on one side that if a team had the wherewithal to just, wrap around really quick, they would get him.
It's really interesting because last year he was known for staying calm in his crease and being a big physical presence. Paquette moving up the left side. Can't get the pass to go in front of the net. Rebound opportunity after it bounces off the end board, saved by the pad of Portillo. Van Wy up the left side, hit by DeNaples. Moyle collects the puck and the end boards. There's a scrum for it, 2 Penn State Nittany Lions plus Moyle. DeNaples comes out with it for the team in blue. Clears the zone. McLean skates through the block M, up the right side. DeNaples got a little overeager. McLean carries the puck off sides. I think this is the first time that the Nittany Lions have gone off sides.
I'll also use this break to say that the Cincinnati Bengals won over the Oakland Raiders in the first round. This wild card weekend.
Tomorrow, a very stressful day for you as a St. Louisan.
There's the team I want to win and the team I want to lose, and I think neither thing will happen, so just trying to put that out of my mind.
And the team to win is the 49ers?
And the team to lose is the Rams.
Kent Johnson with the puck, sends out to Edwards. Edwards moves up the left side. Passes off the end boards. Beniers tries to get to the puck. He's not fast enough. Dowd. Cross-ice pass from right to left. Wall moves in up the left side. Shot hits the side of the net. Penn State puts the puck back in front. Dowd collects it, moves to the far corner. Beniers joins the scrum, same with Edwards. Summers gets the puck for the Wolverines behind the net. Summers passes across the blue line. Brisson moves through the block M. Gets past the triad of Penn State defenders. Out to Power at the top. Power passes to the right side. That pass was deflected by Lampa. Lampa gets it to Schoen on the right side. Schoen through the block M. Across the center ice. Moves to the left side. Shot. That's gloved. Pardon me, almost gloved, and then put into the equipment. Beniers defends his goalie. Strong crest check in front of Lampa. Refs break up the scrum pretty quickly. Wolverines will have a defensive zone faceoff. Also earlier today, the Michigan Wolverines had a season high in gymnastics. They put up 197.95 points out of a possible 200 as they handily defeated the Arizona State Sun Devils, led by Natalie Wojcik with two 9.975s, one in the vault and one in the floor. One in the vault and one on the beam.
Michigan looking to avenge their national championship in gymnastics, correct?
Avenge? Repeat.
Yeah, repeat, that's what I meant.
Face off here between Jadanev and the Wolverines come out with it. Penn State has the puck in the defensive zone on the near side boards. Able to get it through neutral ice. Janiev loses the puck to Blankenberg. Blankenberg passes just a couple inches forward for Beecher, who's in better position to skate outside the zone. Beecher loses the puck, tries a little fancy dangle. It's knocked away by the stick of a Penn State defender. Long shot by Penn State from the left side. Bounces off the puck of Portillo. And a ref calls a stoppage. I'm not entirely sure what for. We'll see what happens here. Appears to be a penalty. 2 minutes for high sticking for Postashov. So for the first power play of the game, the Wolverines will be the ones short-handed.
Wolverines had a really strong penalty kill yesterday, though. I mean, especially on the, I've mentioned this like 3 times, but I'm still very impressed by it, so I'll mention it again. Beat a dead horse, but they had that 5-minute major that against Moyle that, man, they did not let Penn State get anything going.
Penn State wins the draw. Long shot. Portillo wasn't ready for it, but he's able to make the save in anyways. This time he was in real good position. Bordelot gets the puck, escapes the zone. Bordelot surrounded by a triad of blue. McLean gets the puck, moves it to the left side. Back towards McLean in the slot. McLean with the rebound opportunity. Portillo makes the save. Long shot deflected away by Lambert. Penn State collects the puck at the top. Phillips. Over to the right side. Kerwin shoots. That goes wide and high. Bounces off the end boards out to the left side rather. Penn State has a chance in front of the net. Pass back to Phillips at the left point. Phillips skates forward, gliding. Moves to the face-off circle over to the right side. That pass just a bit behind the attacker of Kerwin and goes all the way back to Audio. Audio out of his net. Lambert has a chance, 2-on-0. Lambert back and forth. A shorthanded goal scored by number 27 on the Wolverines, Nolan Moyle. A 2-on-0 after a misplay by Oscar Audio. He's pissed at himself. Pardon me, that's not proper language, I don't think. It's YouTube, it's all right.
Him and Lambert were just bullying Audio. I mean, they had a couple four passes back and forth, like a foot in front of the net. Audio couldn't do anything. And then Moyle's shot, he actually banks off of Audio into the net.
Audio was doing the splits, almost able to get the save.
I think it goes off his, looks like it goes off his like front pad.
Yeah, I think it was his right pad.
Into the net. And that was just a show of force by the Wolverines.
Van Wy wins the draw for the Wolverines.
Just really unfortunate for Penn State. The entire Wolverines team was coming off the bench.
Oscar Audio was the one who made the pass that got knocked away by originally Nolan Moyle.
It's also unfortunate because Audio had been showing some really good goalie play and then makes a just crucial error.
That goal was shorthanded, scored at 4:13 in the second period. Nolan Moyle with the assist from Jimmy Lambert. That is Nolan Moyle's 4th goal of the year for his 9th point. He's from Briarcliff Manor, New York. I know a couple people from there. Lovely place.
Oh, are we being homers now?
No.
Can I be the homer now? Even though he's on Penn State?
And Lambert gets his 5th assist of the season for 6 points. Only scored 1 goal so far.
You know what? I have time to be a homer. In case you don't know, I'm from St. Louis.
Really?
And I care a lot about it. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the listeners. And I'm obnoxious about it.
Know.
And if you've ever heard me do anything, number 5, Christian Berger on Penn State is from St. Louis. He went to St. Louis University High School.
We'll have time for hometown heroes in between the second and third periods, as we so often do. Keeping up a tradition started by Nabil Beg a WCBN graduate now. He's off in the nursing world. Real proud of him. Wolverines and Penn State. Nittany Lions battle for the puck in the near corner in the Wolverines defensive zone. And that will be 5 seconds left in the power play. Shot from the left side, gloved by Portillo. There is still 1 second left in the power play, but it is all but done. Fantastic save by Portillo, and you can hear the band showing their affection. That is the song Temptation. It plays during when the Wolverines successfully defend a third down play in football, and when the band wants to show their appreciation for the home goalie.
And the children of Yost yell some things during it.
Oh, always.
But when are they not?
Something I noticed about the gymnastics meet earlier today is that the fans are very supportive for both teams. And coming back to the children of Yost after that is quite a culture shock.
There's no love.
There's no love lost between
There's no love lost in that student section.
Yeah.
I can say as someone who was literally there
You lead the charge.
24 hours ago.
Beecher versus Dick in the face-off circle to the right of Portillo. That is Carson Dick from Lethbridge, Alberta. Unsure what the holdup is for.
There were a lot of these weird little pauses in the game last night, too. Don't want to go ahead and call the refs a little call happy, but it seems like they're always deliberating something, especially on the face-offs, and the children of Yost got pretty mad.
A name we haven't said all that often so far this broadcast is Kenny Johnson. Kenny Johnson's a junior, the third-line left defenseman for the Nittany Lions. He is from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
And his brother is Michigan alum and NHL defenseman Jack Johnson.
Current Avalanche player. Wolverines win the draw, and that kills the penalty. Nittany Lions wrap it around the boards. Phillips has a chance from the right side. That shot goes high and wide. Wolverines battling to clear the zone. They want to get that penalty kill unit off as soon as possible. Power takes the puck away. He's got real good control of his stick.
Owen Power also last night definitely had much more of an offensive presence than I feel like we normally see him have. He was taking some shots from in close, but all by himself.
Wolverines had a couple of good offensive opportunities, specifically from Postashov. 2 shots saved by Audio. Owen Power keeps the puck in, but he'll leave the puck behind Janiev, the 5'4" Penn State forward. Plays the puck forward. Postashov and Beniers. Pass to Beniers. Sliding save by Audio. That was fantastic to go from the left post all the way across to where Beniers was. Corrals the puck in and has it in front of him, and he makes the glove save.
Impressive save by Audio. He makes for what it's worth.
Despite his numbers, yeah.
He makes the hard saves. Like, he had this incredible glove save, I think on Edwards maybe last night. Like, full splits, it was just incredible. And then he makes, just kind of lets in the kind of
Soft
cheap
ones.
soft ones. Luke Hughes had one last night that was just right up close in his face. He had no shot.
2 shots by Penn State. Puck is loose. Portillo doesn't know where it is, and that one sneaks in. It was behind Portillo the whole time. I can't tell you who put that one in. It looks like it's going to be unassisted. The puck just trickles in. Refs knew where it was the whole time, but who didn't was Portillo.
Yeah, just not something you want to see. Had really no clue where it was. Thought he was on it. Came out and honestly he may put it in his own net. If not, real good job by whichever Penn State player knew that he didn't have it and knocked it in. And hopefully the Wolverines can, as Taylor Swift is instructing them to. Oh, they're challenging it.
Perhaps for goalie.
They interrupted my Taylor Swift comment, and I'm really unhappy. So I'm going to make it.
Okay.
If they don't overturn this goal, hopefully the Wolverines can do what Taylor Swift is currently instructing them to do on the in-arena speakers and shake it off. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. Taylor Swift references
Big
and
Swifty.
puns,
Big Swifty over here.
as most humans should be.
Yeah.
While we're waiting for this review, I mean, there's not much to say, so favorite Taylor Swift album?
That's so hard. Folklore. Folklore is the one I got into. that got me into being a Swiftie. But 1989 is also phenomenal.
I will also have to agree that it's going to be folklore for me because I was not on the Taylor Swift scene until that one happened.
Me neither.
And then I just gained a new appreciation for
It's her. It's her. I hope you all tuned into this to this WCBN broadcast. To this broadcast to see. Man, I really hope they're going to make some Taylor Swift analysis today. You are in luck.
I mean,
it's her. It's
what's
just,
happening right
it is
now
her
on the
most
ice?
technically sound album. Like her lyricism on that album is impeccable. It also has my favorite song, most underrated Taylor Swift song. Also, it's 7.
The one. Oh.
7 is so good, and I wish more people cared about it, except for like me. I'm like the only person on this earth.
The play was onside. We do have a good goal. Also, speaking of 7, the Panthers are now with 7 goals on the night.
Good one.
And,
Touchdown.
And a touchdown, yes. And the Blue Jackets scored one back. Gustav Nyquist is 9th of the season. Rangers are tied with the Flyers 1-1. And Maple Leafs and Bruins still 3-1 at the end of the first. Stars and Lightning are tied at the beginning of the second. And the hometown Red Wings up 2-0 on the Buffalo Sabres.
Bills-Patriots game also about to start. And no matter who wins, there will be a WCBN sports director very unhappy.
Quite a rivalry at the top of the WCBN totem pole. Van Wy taken down in the play. For a call-happy refs, I'm surprised no tripping was called, but there has only been one penalty so far in this game. Hughes surrounded by 2 players from Penn State. And number 11 in blue, Ryan Kerwin opted to pass instead of shoot. Van Wy takes a long shot from the left point, pretty much just crossing the blue line, right into the crest of the Penn State Nittany Lion goalie, Oscar Audio. And this 1-1 game is tied. Shots 20-12 in favor of the Nittany Lions. I don't have last night's exact statistics pulled up, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that much of a gap.
If you give me 1 second, I do have something.
Wolverines win the draw. Edwards, long shot, deflected up high after a block. Wolverines collect the puck, specifically Summers. Tries to get out to Johnson. Johnson coughs it up, but gets the puck back at the red line. 2 teams in front of the benches right now. Pass back to Portillo. Edwards collects. Edwards slips up a little bit. Penn State had the right idea. Shen was trying to pass the puck in towards the slot. No player was there, though. Shen with the puck in the block M, passes back to McLean on the far side of the defensive zone. Beniers out to Johnson. Johnson the slot. 3 Penn State defenders take the puck away from him. Penn State's able to clear the zone. Edwards rushes back to the right face-off circle in the defensive zone to collect the puck. Penn State with the rush now, counterattack. Summers blocks the pass effectively. Puck is loose in front, big scrum of bodies, puck still loose. Strong shot, that time blocked by number 73 in Mays, Ethan Edwards, the New Jersey Devils prospect.
Shots at the end of the second yesterday were 23-16 in favor of the Nittany Lions.
Wow.
I told you, they dominated that second period.
Duke tries to get the puck forward to Mctavish. But Nittany Lions at the far right point. Shot blocked by Power, goes up into the netting. Unfortunately, Stat Broadcast doesn't keep track of time on ice for individual players, but Power has been on the ice plenty today so far.
I mean, I feel like when you have Owen Power, you should probably play Owen Power, especially now that he's kind of getting comfortable again with his offensive game. There was, I think it was in the Notre Dame game, where he reared back for a slap shot and just whiffed completely, and you could see him in that game and the game after that, he would not shoot.
I think you're right about that being the first Penn State, Notre Dame game.
And I think they got a breakaway. I can't remember if they scored on it or not, but he just would not shoot in those next series and was always kind of timid in the offensive zone. But it's good to see him getting that back.
Regardless, in terms of points, Wolverines have a chance now here in the offensive zone. Bordelot couldn't get the pass to connect. Blankenberg, long shot. That one's deflected away by number 14 in blue. Puck trickles into the far corner, kept in by Blankenberg. Blankenberg moves up around the boards, looking for Duke. Puck goes just a bit too far for Duke. Power keeps it in. Power with the long shot. That one was slow. Phillips knocks it away. Nittany Lions able to clear. As I was saying, Power is the leading player in terms of points that isn't on the first line for the Wolverines. All three players on the first liner for the Wolverines have more points than him. Van Wy tries to get it, LaPointe tries to move it across for Postejov. Postejov had a wide open net. The pass didn't connect. That's what the crowd was reacting to. Bordelot moves forward, loses the puck to number 10 in blue, Sarlo. Sarlo rushes the net. Portillo able to make the save. He gets back into position. Long shot deflected out. Another block by Truscott. Scrum in the near far corner, rather. There's a wide open rebound opportunity. Portillo was way too far out of his net, and Sarlo puts it in. The score is 2-1 with 9:45 remaining in the second period. Portillo came far, far out of his net forward to make the stop. He gave up the rebound to Sarlo, who was behind him. Sarlo wasn't able to be stopped by any defenseman in time. And that makes it a 2-1 game.
Something
blue.
that bothered the Wolverines yesterday, but wasn't ever taken advantage of, was the fact that there'd be moments where Portillo would give up a rebound or just there'd be a shot that went wide, and the net would be wide open for someone to capitalize on it. Penn State couldn't do it yesterday, and they can do it today. So the Wolverines are going to have to look to either get a man there, or Portillo's going to have to keep some of those rebounds from going right out to open players.
That Penn State goal was scored by Sarlo, assisted by Mack and Janiev. Wolverines now playing from behind. Beecher moves into the offensive zone, long shot. That goes wide off the paddle of Portillo. Audio.
I've got to admit, I wish they would stop shooting those long shots that go right into Audio's chest.
Van Wy, long shot. Knocked away, turned aside by Audio. Estapa has the puck in the near corner. He'll lose it off of the poke check from number 5 in blue, Christian Berger. Paquette tries to get the puck out of the zone, kept in by Moyle. Moyle delivers a hard hit, but the puck sneaks out of the zone anyways. Moyle's a very strong, physically dominating presence, as you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the Children of Yos famous for their spelling cheers.
Oh, yes. Which we
cannot
repeat.
Absolutely
on
not.
This family-friendly radio station.
I understand we're on YouTube and not the airwaves, but also still no.
Just like send me a message, I'll tell you. Not now, but.
Beniers in a face-off against Chase McLean. The two top lines out, except the top line for the Wolverines is kind of a mishmash because LaPointe is out there instead of Brisson.
They're trying things.
Absolutely. Johnson with a shot that goes off the side of the net. Beniers has a chance from wide out in front. Audio makes the save. He's outstretched. It deflected off of him and up, out of play. Beniers was wide open in front of the net at the top of the blue paint.
I guess he was really excited about the news that Jake Moody's coming back. So instead of shooting a goal, he kicked a field goal.
Well, I'm excited about Jake Moody coming back.
That went right over the net. Good for 3, not for 1.
Speaking of 3 times 3 is how many goals the Panthers have now. It's 9-2.
Who's in net?
I feel like it's been multiple people.
What?
It started off, if I go to the statistics for the Blue Jackets. Pardon me. Elvis Merzlikins.
This is relevant. This isn't us just spitballing,
no,
okay?
It is.
Ken Johnson is going to be there.
I believe Elvis Merzlikins started. He had 4 goals on 15 shots, and then Jonas Korpisalo led up 5 goals on 29 shots.
So it's not their fault. They don't have any defense.
Yes, but
I will not blame goalies.
Elvis Merzlikins, a .733 save percentage.
I won't blame goalies for anything, so.
Speaking of goalies, Portillo.
I'll blame him, I guess.
I was going to say he very much reminds me of, not in his ability to play the game, but in his style. I was going to say Patrick Waugh, or Dominic Hasek, because of how he always seems out of position.
Yeah.
And he'll almost always get back to make the save. But
it's when we play
oftentimes he doesn't.
Those good teams like Notre Dame that he can't be doing that because they're going to capitalize on the errors and they'll create the errors. Like there will be times where they will get him out of position the way that they want him to be and the way that he tends to be and capitalize on it.
Beniers in the scrum for a puck in the defensive far corner. Johnson comes out with it. Johnson goes around the net. Shot, that one goes through the crease wide. He was on the right side, shot to the left side. Didn't touch anybody in there. It was a great opportunity for him. Blankenberg recollects the puck, skates into the offensive zone. Long shot, that goes wide off the end boards. Beniers out to the top with Johnson. Puck gets lost in Johnson's skates, but he gets it out to Blankenberg. Blankenberg skates around a defender. Number 18 in blue, looking like a traffic cone, Clayton Phillips. And here's a breakaway for Wall. Wall on the left side, caught up by Power. Portillo made the first save, and Wall knocks into the net.
And also the net's gone.
Dislodges the net from its moorings.
Portillo, not to jinx him, so knock on wood if you have any, does really well on the breakaways. He's a good goaltender. It's just his vices are more noticeable than, I don't know, someone with like a really weak blocker side or really bad rebound control because his vice is to just not be in the net.
He's got great skill, but his decision-making leaves a lot to be desired from him.
So it's more noticeable to point out, what his main flaw is because you notice when the goalie's not in the net.
Yeah.
It's a little obvious.
Long shot from Penn State. That goes just wide of the net after they win the draw. That shot came from the block M at center ice. Another long shot, this one time from the left point. Brisson collects the rebound. Coughs it up to Dowd. Wide open net for number 13 in blue, Danny Janiev. He's unable to capitalize on that opportunity there. The puck went just in front of him. Dowd at the face-off circle on the right, passes back to the point, but no one was there. Looked like it was number 15 whose job was to cycle around to the right point. He didn't do that in time. The puck goes all the way back to the defensive zone. Dowd collects it.
Intercepted by Brisson.
Out to Bordelot, over on the right side to Semeskovich. Bordelot battling for it now. Bordelot on the second line. Moves forward. Summers in the near corner on the defensive side. Collects the puck. Tries to get it out of the zone. Puck pinballs around a little bit to Brisson and Summers. Taken away by Bordelot. Bordelot dumps in to the near corner. Wolverines go for a line change.
Shots are 26-15 in favor of Penn State, by the way. So.
Mack with a shot. Saved by Portillo. He came far out of his crease to do that. And a fantastic save by Portillo going from left side to right side. After a cross crease pass, he was able to get his pads on that one and knock it away. Almost a 2-on-0 opportunity for Penn State. Blankenberg at the point, long shot. Hits traffic in front, looks like he hit his own man, Moyle. Moyle at the right face-off circle, back to Blankenberg at the right point. Blankenberg sends it to the far corner, far corner with Estapa. Out to Van Wy. Van Wy behind the net. Penn State able to get it away. 5:38 remaining in this 2-1 game. Penn State are leading. Moyle skates in. Pass back to Estapa. Estapa able to get around a defender, but not the second one, not McLean. McLean stands tall.
Paquette lost his stick, so it's just sitting there in front of goaltender audio, and no one's going to do anything about it.
And a long shot, a soft one, gets past Portillo, hit his pads and went in. It's now 3-1. The situation is getting bad to worse for the Wolverines.
Another maybe less noticeable flaw with Portillo is when it rains, it pours.
He's unable to stop the bleeding.
Once it kind of feels hopeless, or not even hopeless, but just like
generally negative.
Yeah, generally negative. He kind of, slips a little bit. Especially don't blame him. His team isn't really doing anything for him in terms of offensive support, but after a goal that really could have been avoided, you see another pretty soft one be let in.
Penn State, the goal scorer was Grattan. That goal was unassisted. Grattan, that is his 6th goal of the season in 23rd game played. Pastashov coming down the right side, tries to get around a defender, unsuccessful on the backhand shot. Pastashov still fighting for it, gets it out to Beecher. Moved over to Wall. Wall tries to get out of the zone, he does. Wolverine battling for it in the center ice. Beecher enters the offensive zone through the Big Ten logo in the center. Lapointe loses the puck behind the net, gets back to it. 2-on-1 battle for Penn State, a scrum in the near corner. Penn State emerge with the puck. And the puck is flipped out of the zone. Penn State moves forward. Shot goes wide. Beniers with the puck.
The Wolverines have also not been shooting very well in this game.
That is very, very true. Only 15 so far, and I would say about 14 of them were low-quality chances.
Right, like long shots right into the center of mass audio. Shots that went just basically parallel to the goal line.
Beniers behind the net in the Penn State zone. Johnson moves it forward to Lambert. Lambert's shot, that's blocked by number 10. Edwards with another shot.
Or
blocked by the chest of Audio, up in the air.
As you just mentioned,
comes down by Johnson.
Right into the defenseman's legs. Not even like block shots, like they're shooting at a man.
Beniers moves into the offensive zone. Moves it out for Lambert. Lambert unable to corral the rebound. Shot into the glove, and there's a penalty on Johnson. We have seen him do one thing today, and that is cross-check Beniers. As someone who does not particularly enjoy Jack Johnson's style of play, it's interesting his brother is
might as well also mention that Kenny Johnson has been subject to quite a bit of ridicule from the children of Yost, both today and yesterday. So they're pretty.
Dare I ask what for or no?
Having a similar name to Kent Johnson.
That makes sense. Yes.
Just because names, literally. Like
the children of Yost don't need much to go on.
No.
If they spot any sort of thing to zero in on, that's it. Enjoy your time in the.
It is. They decided Kenny Johnson sounds a lot like Kent Johnson.
And Kenny Johnson is worse than Kent Johnson.
And they said, that'll do.
Blankenberg out to Power. Wolverines have their first power play of the day. They capitalized twice on the 5-minute major last game. Power at the point.
I know it is such a cliche to say they need to score here, but like they need to.
Blankenberg had a wide open net. The pass goes through his skates.
How many times have we seen that in this series? Because it feels like 100.
Many. Bordelot shot gets deflected up over the net. Puck goes back around to Blankenberg. Out to Power at the point. Power the quarterback. Blankenberg one-timer from one knee. He misses wide left of the net. Bordelot out to Duke. Back to Bordelot on the right side. Power calling for the puck at the point. Power skates to the left side. Back to Bordelot on the right. Bordelot moves it forward. Chance for the Wolverines to Mctavish. Wide open in front of the net. The pass couldn't connect. Bordelot over to Blankenberg. Out to Power at the point. Power glides forward. Another cross-crease pass. This time from Bordelot. Doesn't make it to Blankenberg.
How many of those passes have we seen not connect in such crucial moments? Blankenberg was wide open.
That's true. Another stat I wish that had been tracked by Stat Broadcast is passing percentage.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it wouldn't be good for the Wolverines right now.
No, definitely not. And this was a problem they had last night, too.
Power out to Brisson. Brisson's slap shot was weak. And there's a breakaway for Paquette. Moves from the right side. Shot to the glove side. Knocked away by the pad. Penn State fans would like to see him do a little more on that breakaway.
Penn State shots almost double. It's 30-16 in favor of Penn State right now.
Is it 1-0 shots-wise to Penn State on the power play? Because I feel like it might be.
I think it is. I don't think they've gotten a single actual shot on.
Brisson over to Hughes. And Hughes with a shot. That's deflected in. Matty Beniers able to deflect the goal in, just as you said, that they didn't get a shot on. Then Penn State returns to full strength. I believe that will be counted as a even strength goal, but Hughes goes from right to left, tipped in by Beniers past Audio. It's a 2-3 game, 1:15 left in the second period.
As we mentioned, Audio's been really good on the tough shots, and then that one was like a little chip. It may have banked off his skate too. So maybe the key to scoring on audio is to make him score on himself?
I mean, that's a pretty good way to get people
Yeah.
to score. Penn State wins the draw as Pump It Up blasts through the speakers. So many Wolverines teams love that song.
It's almost like it's really important to them or something. I don't know.
Almost. I don't see the appeal personally. There is 1 minute left in the period, and that is icing. Moyle not pleased with that call. He thought he could get to the puck first. The ref waved it off early.
I'd like to mention the Blues have tied it.
That is fantastic. Ryan O'Reilly with another goal, and Brendan Sod. Mika Zibanejad continuing his fantastic season. So far, he's been heating up lately, looking to be the last man in for the Metropolitan Division.
Do you guys have a captain yet, or do you still have like 6 alternates?
The Rangers still have 6 alternates. Captains are necessary.
That's not even me being mean. I'm curious.
No, I'm I'm aware. Wolverines battle for the puck behind their own net. Hughes moves the puck forward. That goal was scored with 1:14 left. Matty Beniers from Luke Hughes. Almost an own goal by Nolan Moyle. He intercepts the pass and it goes towards the goal. Luckily, Portillo is there, and 32 seconds remain in this second period. The score 2-3, shots 30-17 in favor of the Nittany Lions.
The Wolverines have, it's like a tale of 2 games. There'll be times where they are really controlling play. Seems like they've got everything under control, and then they will just give the Nittany Lions a breakaway on their own power play, or almost score on their own net.
Blankenberg clears the puck. It's not an icing. Touched the Nittany Lion. Mack taken down by Lambert. 20 seconds left in the period. Pastashov moves over to Blankenberg. Blankenberg at the point. Back to Pastashov. Pastashov hits the post! And Audio covers it up. That was a chance for Pastashov. Hits the near post. Puck bounces back into the equipment of Audio. And with 10 seconds left, the Wolverines will have their heads held high from the pressure that they've put on these past couple minutes. But the scoreboard tells a different story. It's 3-2.
The Wolverines, I mean, they're pretty much keeping with Audio stats. They've got 2 goals on 18 shots. They just need to shoot more, especially coming off some games with really, in the UMass series, with some really dominant shooting performances. I mean, 40 shots. You really haven't been seeing that in this series.
That'll end the second period. So far, the stats through 2. Wolverines trail 3-2 in terms of goals, and they trail 18-31 in terms of shots. Neither team has scored on their power plays. They're both 0 for 1. Both of them were 2-minute minors. The face-offs, Nittany Lions are winning the Lions' share of those, 25-16, and they also have 2 more blocks than the Wolverines, 16-14. So, Kendall.
Yes.
How are the Wolverines going to take the lead at the end of the third period and win this game?
They need to look like a consistent and connecting hockey team. Even when they were in their offensive zone, their passes just will not connect. I don't know if it's a communication thing or if it's a just on ice thing, but there's been times where they've had players wide open. The Blankenberg shot, oh man, he was so open in front of that net, and they just can't connect, especially when it matters. And if they can't fix that, they've had offensive opportunities that were promising, then they just can't connect.
And what do the Nittany Lions need to do to lock this game down and win?
They need to not let the Wolverines set up the way that they've been doing. As long as they don't let them get passes connecting, when they've been doing, they've been tipping them really well too. They should have this game in the bag because the Wolverines have kind of been shooting themselves in the foot with their passing, so if they can make it even worse, I don't see the Wolverines coming back from that.
We will be back in 5 minutes for the Hometown Heroes. Stay tuned and don't change that YouTube channel. Welcome back to the second intermission between the Nittany Lions and the Wolverines. And something that we tend to do here at Michigan WCBN Station is call out the hometowns of some of the players, specifically the road players. This tradition was started by Nabil Baig, a nursing student who has since moved on.
Not from this earth.
No.
As the way that it kind of sounded like you meant.
I didn't. Has since moved on from WCBN.
You did not. You just said has since moved on.
I know I didn't say that, but that's what I meant to say.
But now that we have that clarification.
Nabil's not dead.
Nabil's not dead.
He's nursing now. He's doing wonderful. So, hometowns. The Wolverines' most represented state is actually, of course, Michigan.
Surprising.
Nick Blankenberg, Marcus Stoppa, Jake Gingell, Nick Granowitz, Steve Holtz, Luke Hughes, Kiernan, LaPointe, Levy, Morgan, Summers, and Truscott, all from Michigan.
Unsurprisingly for Penn State, it's Pennsylvania, as DeNaples, Dorr, Grattan, McMenamin, Paquette, and Pilowitz are all from Pennsylvania.
What was that name one more time?
Connor. Connor is from Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Connor, I'm so sorry, especially if your family's listening to this, but like, why are you listening to the Michigan one?
I doubt it.
And then it's New York with 5 players.
Luke Morgan is from Brighton, Michigan. We have several Ontario players on both teams. Ciccolini and Owen Power are the 2 from the Wolverines.
We got Mac. Oh, boy. Soulier? It looks French. I don't know. And then we also have debated on how to say this guy's name. I say McEachern, or as I've said, McEachern, because there's a blue. But we don't know. He is also Connor. If your name is confusing, your first name is Connor.
So that's the international law?
Yes.
All right.
However, they also have two Michigan players, Penn State does.
Really?
McLean and then Johnson, who we have mentioned is from Ann Arbor.
We've got a couple of warm weather players on the Wolverines. Brendan Brisson from California, specifically Manhattan Beach, California. Love the first part of that name. And we have a Floridian, Plastajov. He is from Bradenton, Florida.
No one here is from anywhere warm.
Any international players? Michigan has
Audio is from
Sweden.
Finland. So.
All right. Portillo is from Sweden. The town name is Gothenburg.
Foreign goalies here.
Yeah.
And then the one from the best state, this is a lie, one of the states with a really good city, Christian Berger from St. Louis, Missouri. It is a state, but it is a great city. As Capo Caco once said,
it's a nice city.
It's a nice city.
But he said that about New York, so.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he'd say the same thing about St. Louis if he went around.
The Loop is nice. I will give you that. The Loop is nice. The rest of it,
I get on this radio station and I make St. Louis sound so appealing.
And then you go there, it's disappointing.
No, if you go to certain places, it's really lovely.
I heard this zoo is nice.
It's free.
Cool.
St. Louis has the best free zoo in the country.
Does it have penguins?
Yes.
Oh.
You have a polar bear.
Does it have All right, you win. Congratulations. We have one Ohio player from for Michigan. Dylan Duke from Strongsville, Ohio.
Trying to figure out this man's Ben Shane?
That is Shone, yeah.
Shone. He is from Ohio.
He
Specifically,
is from
Mommy,
Ohio. Also, of note, Oscar Audio. His brother. This is very important. I must say. His brother is Eric Audio. Eric Audio once played for Penn State from 2014 to 2018. He has been currently bouncing around La Liga. He has been on 4 different teams in La Liga. Saipa, Leaves, the Pelicans, and right now he's on Cuckoo.
You're really happy about that one.
Capital K-O-O. Cuckoo.
Actually, DeNaples is from Moscow, Pennsylvania.
I got so excited for a moment.
This is my favorite thing is when states have, like, foreign city names. Like, for example, there's, like, Mexico, Missouri. There's Cuba, Missouri.
New Lebanon, New York.
There's Lebanon, Missouri, I'm pretty sure. I just like it when they're like, let's just name it after a place. that already exists. Let me see. There's.
I think we've covered all the Wolverines. Well, there's one Connecticutian, Mctavish. He is from Sandy Hook, Connecticut.
Got a Jersey man and
Oh,
Jimmy
a
Dow
Jersey
Jr.
Where in Jersey is Jimmy Dow Jr.
Point
from?
Pleasant
Point
Beach.
Pleasant Beach. That feels familiar.
Fun fact, Point Pleasant, West Virginia is where Mothman was spotted.
That's why it sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's not Jersey. Though, like, he would make much more sense in Jersey, I think, than West Virginia.
Well, right now it's, sorry, not right now. Point Pleasant is on the long boardwalks down the eastern border, very close to Tom's River. Tom's River is a lovely place. They have a wonderful establishment called the Silver Ball Museum. It is 2 floors of as many pinball machines as you can fit, plus a couple of old arcade games like Pac-Man and Street Fighter. I have spent many a day and many a quarter down in Tom's River.
Well, I think Point Pleasant Beach is probably nicer than Point Pleasant, West Virginia, as they have that fun museum, and Point Pleasant Beach has a creature.
The Mothman. All right, we're getting ready to get started here in the third period after that wonderful intermission report. Expert analysis by
Guys, go see Mothman. He's real. I believe in him.
Mothman is not real. I'm not a cryptid believer, personally.
Oh, I am.
You come for the hockey, you stay for the cryptid.
You stay for the
Taylor Swift
cryptids
talk.
and Taylor Swift. That's what's really important. This is how we grow the game.
The NHL isn't doing it, that's for sure.
No, I think they should. I think they should let us on broadcast to talk about Taylor Swift and cryptids.
I mean, honestly, why not? Wolverines win the draw. Owen Power collects the puck behind the net, moves it to the right side with Blankenberg. Moyle gets it out of the defensive zone. Berger fighting him for it. Berger pokes it back into the offensive zone for Penn State. Wolverines moving from left to right. Their right side is the near side. Their right wing is the near side. Their left wing is the far side. Wolverines have the puck behind the net and a 1-goal deficit. The score is 3-2. Moyle glides along the far boards. Puck taken away. Number 17 in blue, McLean, moves in, long shot, patted away by Portillo. Portillo out of the net to try to play the puck. Puck taken away by Penn State. He's back in the net now. Long shot blocked by Power, out of play. It'll be a face-off to the left of Eric Portillo.
Wolverines hoping to get some more consistent offensive chances here, not giving up breakaways, especially on their own power play. And hopefully Eric Portillo stays in the crease just a little bit more.
Long shot by the Panthers. Pardon me, not the Panthers, the Nittany Lions.
The Panthers.
Panthers are on my mind. That game ended 9-2.
They're close enough animals.
I mean, yeah. Hughes on a breakaway shot. He goes right side and scores. Luke Hughes receives a beautiful pass. He goes from backhand to forehand. Gets it over the right pad of Eric. I'm losing my mind here. Oscar Audio. And ties it up for the Wolverines.
Well, that's exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they're listening. Maybe it was the Mothman talk. It wasn't, but I can say it was the Mothman talk as much as I want to. Because this is, I don't know. I hope you enjoy this, everyone listening.
Wolverines win the draw. Hughes collects the puck. Moves it over towards the right side. Tries to enter the offensive zone. Portillo comes back after the Penn State Nittany Lions clear the puck down towards the defensive zone for the Wolverines. Beniers glides up the right side. The Michigan goal with the official call coming in. Scored by Luke Hughes, assisted by Matty Beniers. And that goal wouldn't have happened without the original pass from Matty Beniers. That was fantastic. And the Wolverines come back, crawls to make it a tie game. Hughes glides down the right side, tries to get the pass back to Beniers. Johnson has a chance out in the high slot, passes to the left side. Beniers' shot, that's deflected away, that goes wide. Nittany Lions clear the zone. Janiev moves up the left side. Shot into the glove of Portillo, he can't capture it, and Janiev is hit hard. He is down, and it looks to be a tripping call. The Wolverines will definitely be going to the box for this. Janiev struggling to get up to his feet. Should get the trainer on the ice pretty soon.
The play is actually under review, so we don't have a call for you. but
the trainer is coming out onto the ice finally. We're seeing we have no replay. Here it is. Zaniev moves up the left side, and the camera moves away. It looks like it might have been an elbow to the head. He's standing now, Zaniev. It didn't look malicious, but
Summers got him up high. And this is not me blaming him for his own injury. He's 5'4". So his head was...
That's something you got to be aware of as a player who's defending him, I think.
Yeah. So I'm like, this is me more of a fault on Summers than it is Zaniev, because you've got to know that his head's going to be lower than... Whereas that might get another guy in the chest. That's going to get him up high, and you got to be aware of that.
Also, probably shouldn't lead with the elbow. And Summers is coming out for the game. 5-minute major and a misconduct.
Yeah,
that's the second time the Wolverines have done that this series, if that's not mistaken.
This one, I think,
well deserved.
Is definitely more understandable than I think the first one was. I don't think there was any intent there by Summers. I don't think it was malicious by any means, but
I mean,
you've got to be aware. You have to be aware, and even if that would hit another guy in the shoulder or the chest, you got to know that's not another guy. You got to know who you're hitting, and if you're going to get him in the head, you shouldn't do that.
Zaniev skated off his own power. I think he's on the bench right now, so that's good to see. Not shaking up too much. Wolverines were able to clear the zone, and now the Wolverines have to clear a 5-minute power play. The game is tied. This is a crucial time for both teams.
As I've mentioned, again, a billion times, the Wolverines killed a 5-minute yesterday, looked really well, but they looked like a better team when they were killing that 5-minute yesterday than they've looked so far today when they're killing this.
Nittany Lions in the defensive zone. Right now, it looks like Phillips waiting to get things started, try to get a set play going from behind the net. Moyle moves up with the forecheck. Power tries to get something going. Schoen comes in, long shot. Portillo is down. Wraparound opportunity.
I'm telling you.
Good defense by Moyle.
I'm not trying to give the Nittany Lions advice, but, like, the wraparounds are there, man. Listen to this after the game.
Well, the Wolverines won't be seeing the Nittany Lions again until at least the Big Ten tournament. Slap shot by Moyle from the point. Padded away by Audio. Nittany Lions getting set. Move out of the defensive zone in the center. Pass back on the right side in the defensive zone. Another pass back. Still at the defensive blue line. Dump and chase action. Gloved down by Portillo. Hughes collects the puck. Long clear. Gets it out of the zone. 2 Nittany Lions have to escape.
The Wolverines have a very good penalty kill. I don't want to jinx them, so someone knock on wood for me. But they looked great yesterday, and they are looking pretty good right now. And then Portillo almost played the puck directly to Paquette. And so maybe I should just stop suggesting things.
There's a wide open net. Paquette misses wide. The net's off the moorings. The ref blows the whistle.
Looks like Dick was in net. In the net. He's not a goalie.
Nope. That is the 8th game misconduct for the Wolverines this season.
I am not being a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like this ref, the head ref in today's game, has also called like all of them.
There is one ref who does call most of the 5-minute majors against the Wolverines.
He reffed the game last night, so I'm assuming that he's reffing this one. And
I believe it was also the same crew that did the Notre Dame game.
It was, actually. So if you want to put your tinfoil hat on, you can do that. I cannot do that.
We will not.
Maybe I will do it later, though. Like, I'm going to be honest.
Long shot, that goes wide. Wolverines collect the puck in the near corner in the defensive zone. Pastashov clears the zone. Wolverines only let in 15 goals in 15% of power plays allowed. They have let in 14 power play goals on 91 penalties, which feels like a lot of penalties to take.
Yeah, I guess we don't realize how many penalties this team takes. I wonder how many of those 5-minute major game misconduct double whammies.
According to the Michigan ice hockey statistics, as of today, they take an average of 4.9 penalties a game for 14.9 minutes per game. That's a lot.
There are definitely games early on in the season where it felt like the Wolverines were getting called for everything.
McMenamin moves in, blocked by Portillo. Owen Power collects the puck. 1.5 minutes remaining. Long shot, gloved by Portillo and knocked down. He covers it. That shot was by McMenamin in the high slot. Almost beat Portillo, who was moving from left to right. The puck went from the shooter's left to right as well. So, like 2 ships passing in the night. But Portillo was able to get his glove on and knock it down and cover.
Yeah, only about 1.5 minutes remaining on this penalty. Wolverines have done a great job killing it so far, and once again, someone knock on wood. Maybe it's bad to be a announcer and be as superstitious as I am, but
Penn State is 1 shot away from doubling Michigan's shot total. Right now, those Nittany Lions sit on 39 shots. Wolverines sitting on 20. Zaniev back on the ice on the right side. Shot. That goes wide. Collected at the high point on the left side by McMenamin. That shot goes out of play. Looks like it was just a whiffed pass. Didn't get deflected by anyone. Hits the netting, but since it's in the offensive zone, not a delay of game. And the play moves on after a short face-off.
Wide left. If it were a
That feels
kick.
like a Buffalo. No, Buffalo was wide right in the Super Bowl. Right.
This is Penn State, I guess. Penn State's version is wide left.
Phillips at the point. Back over to the right side. Shot. That goes wide right. Wall collects the puck on the left side boards. Wall spins around. Over towards McNamara. There's the shot. That'll make it 40-20. Phillips collects the puck at the point. 37 seconds left in this 5-minute major.
You can
Wall.
see the difference in the level of passes connecting watching this Penn State power play compared to whenever Michigan is in their own offensive zone.
Phillips at the left point. Skates over to the center. Moves in towards the face-off circle. Cross-ice pass. Shot. That's blocked off the stick of Portillo. Wasn't a dangerous stick save. It just he had his stick in the middle. And the Wolverines clear the zone. The fans erupt as with 10 seconds left on the penalty, it is all but killed. Wolverines able to survive that 5-minute major and the game misconduct. And Estapa will leave the box. He was serving for Summers. Wolverines in the offensive zone. The puck goes behind the net. The penalty chance is over, but Dick moves in on the left side. Dick shot blocked by number 15 in Mays. Wolverines clear, collected in the red line on the right side by number 4 in blue. Simon Mack out of Brockville, Ontario. Lambert moves on forwards out of the defensive zone through the little half circle by the penalty boxes. Dumps it in wide left. Beniers moves in. Cross-ice pass. Lambert, the puck is loose. Glove saved by Audio. Another shot, that one bouncing. That shot was from the point by Edwards. Puck goes out. Power recollects.
Shots are officially 40-20 in favor of Penn State.
I believe that shot will come on the counter soon enough. Make it 40-21.
And yet, teams are tied at 3.
Dowd shoots wide. Portillo almost let up a rebound after it bounced off the end boards. Semeskovich moves through the block and passes to the right side with Brisson. Brisson misses the pass. Moves over to the high slot with Bordelot. Bordelot's shot saved. And there's a long goal! It goes up high through the left corner, and the Wolverines take the lead 4-3.
That was, I think that was Brisson, but it was really unclear there for a second who shot that. But it was an incredible goal. Top left corner. Just, Audio didn't even know it was where the puck was until it was in the net. Phenomenal shooting by Brisson, and it seems like he's doing something like that every single game. He's so fun to watch.
His presence will be missed when the Wolverines go to the Olympics.
He has such a natural shot. Just incredible to watch what he's doing here. especially when you give him the line with Beniers and Johnson. But yeah,
Penn State calls the timeout.
Not looking forward to him being gone in the Olympics.
Well, here's a fun, a little trivia question for you.
Oh, man.
When the Wolverines send players to the Olympics, which player remaining will have the most points?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so we're sending Brisson,
yes,
Beniers,
yep,
Power, and
yep.
Johnson.
Yep, those are the top 4 scorers for the Wolverines.
Almost feel like the logical answer is Luke Hughes.
That is correct. 8 goals and 12 assists for 20 points. Also an acceptable answer, because he's tied, is Thomas Bordelot.
That tracks.
6 goals and 14 assists for 20
Are they?
points.
I think they're challenging, or there's something going on.
Too many men on the ice is the call for the Wolverines, and it is being reviewed. Michigan already lost their challenge. This is an official referee review.
Gotcha.
Or perhaps this call is on Penn State and they're challenging because the Penn State side of the penalty box is open.
It looks like, I think it's a challenge.
You know, I think based on the music.
Yeah, and they're playing Let It Be by my least favorite band. So I'm just going to leave that one in the atmosphere, and I'm just going to let that marinate, and I'm not going to say anything else about it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be.
You said, no. You said the Beatles are your least favorite band.
Yeah, I hate the Beatles.
I mean, they're not my favorites, but you have to have a base level of respect.
I think that Taylor Swift could have written Yesterday, but they never could. The Beatles could have never written My Tears Ricochet.
I feel like it's unprofessional to mute your microphone, so I won't.
Someone's gonna get mad at me. Like, of
I
course.
already have.
You think Taylor's? I didn't say that. I just said that I don't. And I love.
You said they're.
I love classic rock and old music, but I don't love the Beatles.
Thoughts on Billy Joel?
Love Billy Joel.
All right, we're good again.
Vienna is one of my favorite songs.
Sad but acceptable.
Oh, it's so sad. It's not like I enjoy listening to it, but.
I mean, I can't get through New York State of Mind without crying, so.
I literally can only listen to 80s music right now, so.
After reviewing the play, the call on the ice stands. It is a power play for the Wolverines. A chance to extend this lead. Enough music talk before someone sends a hit out on you.
Before Paul McCartney himself writes an email.
You really, really want to get like litigation from a famous person.
I do. It's my dream to get a cease and desist from someone famous.
Thomas Bordelot wins the draw. It goes all the way back out to Portillo. Owen Power collects the puck from his goalie, moves up the right side to Mctavish. Mctavish sends a bouncing pass, deflected away. That goal was scored by Brendan Brisson. The assist was by Bordelot. And Mackie Mctavish.
So is Bordelot now in the lead for points? Officially?
No, because Hughes also got a goal.
Okay. So the stats had already counted Bordelot.
No, they both happened.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Actually, Hughes got 2 points today, so he takes the lead.
Gotcha. So I'm even more right.
Yes.
I love being right. I've actually never been wrong, so.
Not once?
Never in my entire life, and I'm going to be proven tonight
when the Oilers
when the Sicko Army rises up and beat the Oilers.
All right, Beecher loses the face-off. Mack collects the puck for the Nittany Lions in the near corner, sends it out and around. Lapointe tries to knock the puck back in, unsuccessful. Lapointe recollects the puck by the Coca-Cola advertisement on the left side near the offensive zone for the Wolverines. Strong hit, knocks down Pastashov. Truscott battling Paquette. On the left side, both men get taken down. Their skates get tied up. Luke Hughes has the puck behind his own net, moves around towards the left side, out to Beecher. Beecher across to Truscott. Luke Hughes collects at the red line. Hughes moves it forward, it's no icing. Pastashov collects the puck on the far boards. Penn State. It's been very back and forth. Blankenberg collects the puck.
Grattan just got bodied.
Is that why the fans cheered?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Children of Yost love violence, if you aren't aware.
And also don't like refs.
And, oh, yeah, they do not get along with the refs.
Nittany Lions enter the offensive zone. Backhand shot by Dick. Puck behind the net. Still loose. And Van Wy with a shove. Van Wy getting into a scrum with number 9, Xander Lampa. And Dick and Lampa are pushed away by the referees from Van Wy. We'll see if any penalties get assessed. Any
if
reprimands.
so, the Children of Yost will have a field day with that. For reasons I cannot explain.
Lampa is skating to
but
the
am
bench.
directly responsible for.
Number 9, Lampa skates to the bench, and so does Carson Dick from Lethbridge, Alberta.
So
6 foot.
and Van Wy. So nothing going.
Nothing going, no. 10 minutes remain in the third period. Shots are 40-22 in favor of Penn State, but the score is 4-3. Phillips, long shot. That goes past the ref in the corner. Hits the little entrance area, corner of the boards. DeNaples takes the puck out of the offensive zone. Penn State has to clear the zone. Owen Power behind his own net collects the puck between the hash marks. Passes over to the right side with Hughes. Hughes enters the zone, keeps it on his backhand. Hit into the boards. It's not often someone gets a good hard check on Hughes. Powers moves it to the left side. Shot, that goes wide. That shot taken by number 13 in Mays. Kent Johnson. Portillo behind his net, and right behind him was a Nittany Lion. He was able to avoid danger, though, but that was so close to being trouble.
Sometimes I just think he wants to be a forward.
Kent Johnson pass back to Lambert. Lambert at the high slot. Shot. Blocks in front of traffic. 4 Nittany Lions in the shooting lane. Nittany Lions try to cross center ice. Taken away by Lambert. Passed back to Edwards. Wolverines move into the offensive zone. Dump and chase action. They'll get a full sail line change. Truscott in the right face-off circle behind his goal, in front of his goalie, rather. Let's stop at a Van Wy. Van Wy moves the puck forward with his foot. Pinned into the far corner. Penn State has the puck behind their own net, moves up the right side. Blankenberg knocks the puck down. He's unable to keep it inside the zone. All the Wolverines leave past the blue line. Dumped in by Blankenberg. Kept in by Power. So tall, able to jump up and knock the puck down. There's a shot. That one by Van Wy. Bounces up in front of Audio. Comes back down. Whistle blows. And it looks like it was a deflection, so it won't be delay a game on on Penn State. It won't be a penalty on Penn State.
It is a tongue twister.
So, with 8:25 left, Wolverines have taken the last 5 shots. And they lead this game 4-3.
Wolverines looking much more confident offensively. I don't like that it's taken them 3 periods to get here, but I can't really complain.
Bordelot versus McLean. McLean wins the draw. Nittany Lions clear the zone, but Brisson collects the puck in the block M. He'll pass back into the defensive zone, and then another pass back. Hughes has it at the Big Ten logo in the defensive zone. Brisson sends it around the end boards. Nittany Lions try to clear. They do. And here comes a race for the puck. Hughes able to get to it first. He is so incredibly fast.
It's like, honestly, like sometimes I completely forget how fast he is, and you'll see him just absolutely like blitz by like some pretty speedy forwards. You're like, wow.
He's 6'2", 186, and he's taken the role from Cam York of being the physical kind of guy. But he's here, and because he's so physical, you do get shocked when he has a chance. He goes backhand, forehand, and puts it past Oscar Audio, or he wins the foot race.
He's literally like so talented, and you almost forget, not because he's plays badly, but because he's filling a role. And when he doesn't have to be filling that role, you can be like, oh man, he's Luke Hughes.
He will be joining his brother in New Jersey, presumably at the end of this season with the way he's been playing. Jack Hughes has had quite the run so far, and his other brother, Quinn, is enjoying Vancouver's resurgence as a good team. Blankenberg moves forward to LaPointe. LaPointe knocks it into the offensive zone, unable to chase it. Strong body check. LaPointe has the puck behind the net, the Penn State zone, rather. Pass back to Luke Hughes at the right point. Hughes glides forwards along the boards. Moves in towards the goal. Shot goes cross crease up and over everybody. Kept in on the left side. Shot from the high slot by Beecher. And finally, Penn State's able to clear the zone. But they're not able to chase the puck. Janiev unable to get there fast enough. Power collects the puck. Wolverines move in. No one's at the right point to collect the pass. And Nittany Lions will clear. They're trailing by 1, 6.5 minutes left to get the tying goal. They were leading by 2 earlier, but 3 unanswered goals by the Wolverines have brought the score to where it is now. Long shot from the left by Berger. That goes wide left. He was up at the blue line. Long shot again. Portillo gloves it, and that'll be a frozen puck.
Wolverines slowly but steadily chipping away at the Nittany Lions' time of possession. Just doing a much better job of controlling the puck, both in the neutral zone and their own offensive zone. Really seeing them kind of settle back into their game. There are times at the first and second where they felt almost frantic in trying to get the puck in. Like if they didn't get it in on that zone entry in the first place, there was no chance of them doing anything offensively. But you've really seen them kind of come out of that, settle down. The Nittany Lions are just kind of almost suffocating under that kind of consistent confidence almost. They really took over when the Wolverines felt skittish, but now that they're playing like the team and the talent that they are, the Nittany Lions just don't look as put together as they were earlier on in this game.
The Wolverines have a wealth of first-round talent. 4 of the top 5 picks in the 2021 NHL draft are on this team. The odd man out is Mason Mctavish, who has been bouncing back and forth between the NHL, AHL, and OHL. He was just part of a blockbuster deal in the OHL trades, where he was sent from the Peterborough Petes to the Hamilton Bulldogs. It's a bit strange to see the top 5 players of one NHL draft class and have none of them playing in the NHL.
I like it. I'm going to be honest. I really kind of despise the NHL's sort of boomer bust mentality. I'm not saying the MLB has a good minor league structure by any means. At best, it's exploitation. At worst, it's a whole bunch of stuff. But I like when players get time to develop. I think the stress of putting an 18-year-old into a professional league and saying, okay, play at this high level, it's almost unrealistic what you're asking of them.
Especially if they're not showing up to be the next Austin Matthews. If they're not immediately impactful like Connor McDavid. I mean, Austin Matthews put up 4 goals in his NHL debut, which the Leafs lost because the Leafs can't have anything nice. They're called busts immediately. I mean, Alexi Lafreniere and Capo Caco are both taking a lot of time to develop, and those are the 2 prospects I know the most about. But Capo Caco has really come into his own, and he has a very specialized role.
Like, not to use my own team's example, Jordan Kyrou was drafted in 2016. If you aren't a Blues fan, you probably didn't know who he was till this season. But he's come into his own. He's dealt with injuries that's definitely pushed his progression back, but the Blues didn't immediately say, hi, Jordan Kyrou, get in this game instantly. Like, play hockey, and we need you to be great, or people are going to eat you alive. I think that by expecting players to just go in, kind of like people say, oh, the NFL does the same thing. Those are almost always like 20, 21, 22-year-olds.
There's also no real minor league system in the NFL.
No, the NFL doesn't have a minor league system, but they've played at the collegiate level, which is
3 years,
similar to a minor league system, for 3 years. They've had time to develop, whereas in the NHL, sure, there's some players that come from overseas professional leagues, but more than often, that is a kid. That's like an 18-year-old kid. Like, when I watched the draft this year and, like,
they were younger
Owen
than
Power is younger than me, I was like, oh, I could not imagine we need to give them time to develop, and we need to set realistic expectations, and that's something that I think the NHL is leaning more towards, and I'm very happy about it. And then also, like, you should be able to say, like, I want to go to college. Like, I want to go learn. You should be able to say that. You shouldn't be expected to drop your life. Just.
I mean, I'm not going to say that if you're playing in the OHL or some of the Canadian hockey leagues, learning isn't necessarily one of your priorities.
Oh, sure.
With the amount of time you have to spend playing. I mean, you're playing in a actual hockey league with a lot of travel in it and a regular schedule. LaPointe loses the foot race to Dowd down the right side boards as the puck goes from the Michigan defensive zone to the Penn State defensive zone. 5.5 minutes remaining in this game. The score is 4-3 in favor of the Wolverines. So far, the leading goal scored by Luke Hughes on a beautiful, not Luke Hughes, Brendan Brisson on a beautiful shot. The game tying goal was Luke Hughes. Beecher has a chance at a slap shot. He misses wide. That was a one-timer from the mid-slot.
Just hit off like the heel of his stick.
Owen Power, long shot, gloved up by Audio. And again, it's unfortunate that this keeps happening. But Johnny Beecher is a player who I have been disappointed by this season as a Michigan Wolverines viewer. As someone who follows this team very closely, he was expected to be so much better than he is. Right now he's got something along the lines of 4 goals. 4 goals, 2 assists for 6 points. He's a third-line talent, and he's meant to be much more than that.
I think, obviously, the injury did not help anything, but I also think we've seen other players step up in his absence to a point that his return doesn't need to be spectacular, and so it hasn't. I don't know if that's a fault of the coaching staff or not utilizing him in that type of way, if it's a mental thing where he's, not like saying that he needs to go out there and he needs to be the driving force to win this game, but we've seen the sophomores take a step up. We've seen, obviously, Hughes come in and be an incredible talent for this team. I think it's just a matter of situation and it not gelling between him and the rest of the team.
Having said that, he is a first-round pick by the Boston Bruins.
Yes.
And he usually scores about, on average, a point every other game. This year, 5 points in 16 games. 6 points in 16 games. It's not a great look.
It's definitely disheartening. You're hoping that he finds that game. Could still be lingering injury issues. I don't want to diagnose anything. And if, as the Wolverines say he's healthy, then I will have to go with the fact that he's healthy.
Hockey players so rarely truly are.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a problem. But, yeah, it's bizarre almost. You don't really have a solid explanation because, there could be like a multitude of things that are causing that.
Wolverines defending their defensive zone. 5 minutes left in this game unless the Penn State Nittany Lions are able to tie it up. One-on-one chance for Wall. Wall spins around as he moves from right to left, passes behind his back towards the goal line. Pushed along the end boards by Luke Hughes. Estapa has his stick trapped under a Nittany Lion. He had a one-on-one chance after that. Christian Berger from St. Louis, Missouri fell down on Estapa's stick, taking away the offensive opportunity. Blankenberg collects the puck in the defensive zone. 4 minutes remaining now. Bordelot over to Semeskovich. Semeskovich through the center ice. There's a try-defenders around him. Shot that goes off the blocker. Bordelot tries to get a cross-ice pass from left to right. No one was there. Wolverines already transitioning to a more defensive position on the ice. Portillo behind his net tries to push the puck along the boards around the corner out to Semeskovich. Mackie Semeskovich, a player who was on the juniors team. Paquette takes a shot. That goes off the post and out of play. Semeskovich was on the World Juniors team before the World Juniors got cut short. And you have to imagine he'll be on the roster again when they reschedule that tournament. And also the U.S., also the double IHF reschedules the U18 women's as well. They were under a lot of fire for just canceling the U18 women's while they were postponing the U20 men's, and then they
very deserved fire too.
Absolutely.
Second year in a row that they canceled the women's tournament, and then they put out a statement to try and be like,
It's not sexism.
It's not sexism.
It's about money.
It's sexism. And everyone's like, okay, cool.
Also, there's a lot of talk about growing the game, and people don't watch the women's game. However, the camera that they used to film the women's game last time there was a fisheye lens. It looked like a Nest doorbell camera.
There could be I could go on for hours about the expectations of women's sports.
Dick with a shot, that goes wide.
To grow the game with half of the resources, but I'll save that for another time.
Well, you're always welcome on the In the Slot podcast to discuss that.
I will yell about anything.
If you like the casual talking you're hearing, tune into the Daily Sports Report on WCBN 88.3 or in your browser, WCBN.org, and then press the Listen in Browser option. The goalie has been pulled for the Nittany Lions, and a shot goes up and out of play. The Daily Sports Report is Monday through Thursday, 6 to 6:30, where WCBN panelists talk about all the day's sports news.
And I insult teams. I can't do it here, but I'll do it anywhere else.
The Daily Sports Report is where Kendall lets out a more passionate side.
I think I called the Rams bozos. I'm not exactly certain what I said, but something along the lines of that.
I think that's exactly what you said. And then also, make sure to tune into WCBN Sports' YouTube channel for all Michigan home team games. Individual sports aren't often called, and a long shot goes wide. That'll be an icing. Chance on the open net from the defensive zone. Water polo is called by Joshua Tenzer, myself, and Charlie Brigham. That is the Michigan Invitational from the 29th to the 30th, all day in 2 weekends from now. Also, hockey, basketball are called, as well as lacrosse, both men's and women's. I know I'm on most of those games. And baseball and softball will have announcements about who's calling that soon. I would love to call a gymnastics meet. I don't know if that's even a possibility.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
I'm sure,
only one person goes at a time, so.
I know there's, analysts, but I don't know if there's, how do you play-by-play gymnastics?
You say what the person's doing.
Fair.
Transitions from the lower bar to the upper bar.
Oh, man,
goes up and around, holds
you gotta know what,
position.
all the skills are called. I respect gymnasts so much.
The amount of control they have over
I
their
can't
bodies.
touch my toes.
Especially on my personal favorite event is the balance beam, because you're not looking at the beam. You have to be able to control your body to a point where you know exactly where the balance beam is beneath you at all times.
3 inches, too. Ugh. Brutal.
I don't think I could stand on a balance beam,
let
alone
I barely
run
can.
or do a cartwheel. Michigan gymnastics look to repeat as national champions. Their next home game, if you're in person, is on the 30th against Michigan State. If you are not in person, you should listen to the Michigan Invitational Water Polo Tournament, where that day they are taking on, I would like to say, Harvard and UCSD. But
don't
that may
look
be
at
very
me
wrong.
like I have water polo answers.
So with 1.5 minutes left of this game, assuming all holds, actually, we'll just save post-game analysis for later.
Yeah.
So the
maybe
Michigan
for
Invitational
post-game
is Marist and UCLA, so I was off on both of those teams.
Close enough.
I said UCSD, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The 29th is Stanford and Hawaii. Coverage starts at 9 a.m. Long shot, that goes wide. And that'll be another icing. 1:29 left. This game has slowed down to a crawl.
Yeah, it always feels like that last couple minutes, especially in empty net games. They take 3.5 years minimum. I'm actually a junior now. That's how long this last period of hockey has been going on. So a solid 2 years has passed.
Strong shot from Dowd, blocked by Lambert, out at the point. Dowd again with another shot. That one goes to the left, another deflection. Dowd, a third shot. Save. Another save off the rebound by Portillo. Portillo is stretched out around the post.
He is so slow to get up. Have a sense of urgency.
And he doesn't have a stick on him. Now he does. Power has the puck in the far corner. And the Wolverines clear the zone. 1 minute remains in the third period. That was a voice crack. Oh, my Lord.
It's okay. No one will remember.
Thank you.
I will, though.
I know. Bordello collects the puck. The Nittany Lions went off sides. And that faceoff will be to the left of Eric Portillo, just beyond the blue line. So, Kendall, who has stood out to you this game so far? I mean, as a whole, for the Michigan Wolverines, who has stood out to you?
Luke Hughes. Luke Hughes had an incredible goal tonight. He had an incredible goal last night. I don't want to repeat the past, but he plays his role so perfectly. He's so fun to watch. He is so fast. And as someone who is very slow, just in general, I respect that. He's a fun player to watch, and especially with a lot of his teammates leaving for the Olympics, I think he's going to step up, and I think it's going to be a really fun time period for him. I don't know how the games are going to go, but
Kostashov goes to the box, 2 minutes for interference. Wolverines now defending 6-on-4, but they're able to ice the puck now because they are short-handed.
They never make it easy, do they?
No, they don't. Copeland moves in. Slow shot, gloved by Portillo. We're probably going to see Portillo slow the pace of the game. He doesn't want to let Penn State manage the flow. He wants to break up their pressures as much as possible. It was something that Strauss-Mann was very famous for, and I'm sure that's something to look forward to in the Olympics. If you're going to watch the Olympics and you haven't seen Strauss-Mann play all that often, you're going to watch him be very deliberate and very controlled.
Also, as we mentioned earlier, if Penn State can get the Wolverines to kind of panic, they look so much better. But when the Wolverines stay calm and, slow the game down, Penn State is the one who's panicking, even now in the 6-on-4.
Shown at the right point. Long shot deflected. That goes off the side of the net.
Oh, that was
Shown back at the point.
So close.
Strong shot blocked by Beniers. Puck still loose in front of the net. Dowd has a chance to get to it. Janiev at the left side. Tries to cross. Blocked by Bordelot. 10 seconds left. Now down to 5. Janiev has you forward. Beniers with a long shot. Misses the net, but that'll be the final buzzer. And the Wolverines will hold on and complete the comeback. 4-3.
Compared to yesterday, where the Wolverines started strong and kind of sputtered out, this is completely different. The Wolverines started a little weak. They came back and they shut down the Penn State Nittany Lions, getting that comeback win 4-3 to sweep Penn State this season. It's been fun to watch, hoping that they can continue this play before they lose some of their best players to the Olympics.
Looking ahead at the Michigan Wolverines schedule, they have completed their season sweep of Nittany Lions, but they move on to face Minnesota, a Minnesota team that is ranked 8th nationally coming into this weekend. Those games are both in Minneapolis. Then they move on to Wisconsin, and they have an exhibition game against the U.S. national team. During the Olympics, it is going to be 3 home games. 1 against Penn State, 2 against Ohio State, and also a duel in the D. That game is in Detroit in Little Caesars Arena against Michigan State. Wolverines won that last time it happened back in 2020. Very fun game to watch. And then the whole team reconvenes in South Bend, Indiana
to
for
take
the
on
end
that
of the season.
Notre Dame team that's giving them trouble.
Notre Dame is the only team to win both games of their set against the Wolverines. Wolverines have not lost 2 games in a row, save for the 2 games against Notre Dame, both of those overtime losses. As hurrah for the yellow and blue plays, your 3 stars for the game. Matty Beniers, your 3rd star. He had himself quite a game with, pardon me as I find his statistics, a goal and an assist, including, so that was the 2nd goal and an assist on the game-tying goal. Your 2nd star is Tyler Gratton. He had himself the 3rd goal for Penn State. And Luke Hughes, the 1st star of the game, an assist on the 2nd goal and the actual 3rd goal. One of the most beautiful moves I've seen him pull off so far. Moved forward from the point to the high slot to the mid slot on his backhand, pushed over his forehand, got audio going from left to right, and put it over the glove side shoulder.
Yep, just real good night for him.
So, to finish off, the shots were 47-26 in favor of Penn State. saves, 44 to 23 in favor of Michigan Wolverines. Face-offs, 29 to 38 for Penn State. Power plays, no one scored at any of them. Penn State had 9 minutes of power play time. Wolverines had only 2. And then penalty minutes, 19 for Michigan, 19 penalty minutes, and 2 for Penn State. Your goal scorers. Nolan Moyle scored first for the Wolverines. That was a shorthanded goal, assisted by Jimmy Lambert. Then 3 unanswered for Penn State. Ben Copeland, Christian Sarlo, and Tyler Grattan. Assists on the first goal was Clayton Phillips and Ryan Kerwin. Second goal, Simon Mack and Danny Janiev. Grattan was unassisted. It then was the Wolverines' turn to score 3 unanswered goals. Matty Beniers, Luke Hughes, and Brendan Basson. Assists, Luke Hughes and Brendan Basson for the first goal, Matty Beniers for the second goal, and Thomas Bordelot and Mackie Semeskevich for the third goal. For Kendall Spencer, my name is Joshua Tenzer. Good night, and go blue.